Now, a special edition of Hawkeye's Country Countdown, brought to you by NR92.com, the station for the students, and by Road Trips to Kimberley, because nothing is more scenic.
Hey, this is Billy D.
Hey, this is Miranda Lambert.
I'm Martina McBride.
You're listening to Hawkeye's Country Countdown on NR92.
Today it's Wednesday, December 17th, 2014. It's our last show for the semester. Christmas is a week away. Hey, we've been doing this show for a year and a half now, and for those of you familiar with how most programs on our campus run, that means this is our last episode. But don't worry, new adventures are in store for the countdown. I'll have the details coming up shortly. First, though, let's celebrate the season.
We are gathered here in Conclave Met. Thank you.
Yes, you heard right. It's our last ever show on NR92, and we're going to go out with a bang. Over the years, we've debuted many artists, including Justin Hogg. Here he is with Chasing Sunsets.
The sun's going down.
We've also helped launch international careers. Right from the Lone Star State, here's Sarah Beth with Kickin' and Screamin'. Every now and then we discovered someone who's reshaping the industry. We found Big Smo last summer. He calls his style of country hick hop, and let me tell you, it is different. Here he is with a song that applies to all of us. Big Smo with Alexander King. It's working on Hawkeye's Country Countdown.
I woke up this morning, time my boots up, today's wage.
And now the moment you've kind of been waiting for. Okay, maybe not. Or maybe you might have.
At least ours was better visually.
At least ours was committed. It wasn't just a string of pussy jokes.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it!
Okay, but just one more little...
Get on with it!
Okay, but we'll be right back after this break.
Don't!
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
I'm Tim Evans, and we're going to continue our adventure tonight, and we're going to kick it off with our number 20 song. Recently, Rolling Stone magazine had this to say about it. Don't let the title fool you. It's not a solo cups in the air drinking song. It's a salute to working class Americans who work Monday to Friday and have earned what's in those solo cups. Here's Lee Brice, Drinking Class.
We're up when the rooster crows.
Climbing up the charts to number 19 spot tonight is Blake Shelton's latest with Ashley Monroe. Here's Lonely Tonight.
You'd pick up the phone.
That was Blake Shelton with Ashley Monroe in at the number 19 spot tonight with Lonely Tonight. For this next guy, fear of flying can make for a pretty harrowing job. David Nail is a man who says some days he can get on a plane no problem, other days it's the last thing he'd rather be doing. Securely buckled into the number 18 slot, here's David Nail and Kiss You Tonight.
I catch myself
At the 17th spot tonight is an energetic love song about driving under the moonlight on a dirt road with a beautiful woman by your side. Here's Just Getting Started from Jason Aldean. Well, what can you say? This guy's feeling it. At number 16, here's Scotty McCreery.
I'm feeling it. Oh, I'm feeling it.
That's our number 16 song this week, Scotty McCreery, Feeling It. When it comes to milestones, there's none quite as big as being inducted into the Grand Ole Opry. For Darius Rucker, that magic moment came in 2012, and every time he visits, Darius says the first thing he does is walk over to his plaque and touch it. Not only is he turning heads in country music, but turning heads in the Big Apple. Here's Darius Rucker at number 15 with Homegrown Honey.
Just so homegrown.
Showcasing Thomas Rhett's R&B side, here's our number 14 song of the week, Make Me Wanna, on Hawkeye's Country Countdown.
FM on the radio.
Occupying our number 13 spot this week is a man who has a laid-back approach and says he likes to be his goofy self. Here's Brett Eldridge, Mean to Me.
If I could be
Continuing our trek, here's Randy Houser with a heartfelt tune at number 11.
All right.
Take It On Back.
She was a South Georgia stunner. Back.
Continuing our trek, here's Randy Houser with a heartfelt tune at number 11. Here's Like a Cowboy. Randy Houser in at number 11 with Like a Cowboy. Hey, stick around. We're going to have a country music from a lady's perspective with Maddie and Tay. And what does Brad Paisley think about his wife? All that will count down the top 10 hottest hits of the week after this. It's time for the biggest of the big. I'm Tim Evans. Let's pull back the curtain on the top 10 songs this week. And getting the ball rolling first is Luke Bryan and I See You on Hawkeye's Country Countdown.
Baby, I see you.
Keith Urban at number 9 now with Somewhere in My Car. Well, whether it's on stage or in the countdown, these guys are about as on fire as they come. Number 8, Florida Georgia Line, Sundays.
Getting my Sundays on.
In at number 7 tonight is a song from a couple of ladies that can deliver a tough message, poke fun at you, and make you love every minute of it. Maddie and Tay recently landed in the countdown with their very first single, Girl in a Country Song. And it's a tune they wrote that represents a lady's perspective on what has been referred to as Baroque country.
Well, I wish I had some shoes on my 2 bare feet. Oh, no.
Checking in at number 9 this week, Eric Church, Talladega.
It was the summer before.
Carrie Underwood's latest musical offering is doing just fine, thank you. At number 5, it's Something in the Water on the finale of Hawkeye's Country Countdown. Up to number 4 this week on the countdown is the latest work from brothers Matt and Scott Thomas and their cousin Barry Notch, otherwise known as Parmalee. Here's Close Your Eyes. No stranger to hits, the 48th top 10 hit from Kenny Chesney climbs to the number 3 slot this week. Here's Till It's Gone. Survey song number 2 is up, and it belongs to Brad Paisley. And that means we've reached our destination. Our top song this week comes from Tim McGraw. Here's Shotgun Rider. And that marks the end of our countdown.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Tim Evans. It's been a wild adventure as we've counted down the 20 greatest hits on the planet every week for a year and a half now. This might not be the very end, though. Stay tuned to our Facebook page at facebook.com/HawkeyeCC and our Twitter handle at The Hawkeye Show, and we'll keep you up to date on the latest country news and if we'll be broadcasting elsewhere. As for our broadcast on NR92, this marks the end of the railroad for us as we've reached our stop. Thank yous are in order to our station guru, Dave Albright, as well as Connor Hogg, Phil and Luca from NR92's Phil and Luca in the Morning. Thank you to Bob Kingsley from the Country Top 40 for guiding me along the way and inspiring me to do the show back in early September 2013. Thanks also goes out to Chris Sheets from Kissin' Country weekday morning shows for letting me idolize him too. And thanks to everyone who inspired me to introduce various segments of the show. And of course, big thanks goes out to you, our listeners, for all over the world. Godspeed and good night.